Never give up. Chapter 1. The spark of hope. In a small town tucked between rolling hills lived a young girl named Emma. She wasn't particularly special in the eyes of her peers, and she certainly wasn't the most popular or the most athletic. But Emma had something that most people didn't have: a heart full of dreams and a fire that could not be extinguished. Emma's dream was to become a renowned architect, someone who could design beautiful buildings that would inspire others. She had always loved drawing, sketching intricate designs in her notebook, imagining structures that touched the sky. But the people in her town didn't believe in such dreams. They said architecture was too difficult for someone like Emma, someone from a small, quiet town with no connections. Yet Emma's resolve was stronger than the doubts cast upon her. Every morning, she would wake up before sunrise and head to the town's library, where she spent hours studying architecture, reading books, and sketching designs. She had no formal training, but her passion was her teacher, and each day she learned something new. But the path she had chosen wasn't an easy one. Emma faced many struggles, from financial hardships to self-doubt, and she often found herself questioning whether her dreams were worth pursuing. The world seemed so big, and she was so small. But something inside her kept whispering, never give up, Chapter 2. The first obstacle. One winter, Emma received the news that the local university was offering a scholarship for architecture students. It was a rare opportunity, and Emma knew this could be her chance. But as she prepared her application, doubts crept in. What if she wasn't good enough? What if she couldn't make it? The competition would be fierce, and Emma felt she might not stand a chance. But she remembered the words her mother had told her when she was a child: the only way to fail is to never try. Emma decided to put her fears aside. She worked tirelessly on her application, pouring her heart into it. Determined to present the best version of herself, she submitted her portfolio, her designs, and waited anxiously for the results. Days turned into weeks, and still, no word came. Emma's friends, who had all applied for different scholarships, began receiving rejection letters. The pressure weighed heavily on her. What if she was next? Finally, the letter arrived. With trembling hands, Emma opened it. The letter was short and to the point. It said that while Emma was a talented candidate, she had not been selected for the scholarship. Her heart sank. The rejection felt like a personal failure, and for a moment she wondered if it was time to give up. But then she remembered something. Never give up. She had not come this far only to turn back now. The setback was just a setback. Emma refused to let it define her. She sought other ways to fund her education, worked part-time jobs, and continued to improve her craft. Even though it was hard, Emma's determination remained unwavering. Chapter 3. Rising from failure. In the years that followed, Emma faced numerous challenges. She enrolled in a community college and started her journey toward becoming an architect. There were moments when she felt overwhelmed by the pressure, and there were times when her classmates seemed to have more resources and better opportunities. She often felt like she was falling behind, but she never gave up. In her second year, Emma was faced with a particularly difficult project: design a sustainable building in a dense urban environment. The project was complex, and Emma found herself struggling to balance the technical requirements with her creative vision. Many nights, she stayed up late, frustrated and exhausted, staring at her drawing board, enable Dot to make progress ... But one night, as she sat in the quiet of her room, Emma realized something. The challenge wasn't to design a perfect building, it was to push past her own limits. To be innovative and to trust her instincts, she let go of the pressure to be perfect and allowed Dot herself to experiment. Slowly, the design began to take shape, and Emma could feel her confidence returning ... when she finally presented her project to the class. It wasn't the most conventional design, but it was unique. It reflected her growth, her resilience, and her unwavering belief in herself. Her professor, though tough, was impressed. "This is bold," he said. "You've learned how to think outside the box, keep this mindset, and you'll go far." Chapter 4. The road to success. Years passed, and Emma graduated with honors. She landed an internship at a prestigious architecture firm in the city. It was a dream come true, but the reality of the job was far from glamorous. The work was grueling, the hours long, and the competition fierce. Emma often felt like an outsider, surrounded by colleagues with years of experience and connections she didn't have ... But instead of succumbing to self-doubt, Emma decided to learn from those around her. She observed, asked questions, and volunteered for the most challenging tasks. She put in the extra effort, staying late and offering innovative solutions. Slowly but surely, her hard work began to pay off. One day, her boss assigned her to a project that would define her career: designing a public library for a growing community. It was a huge responsibility, and Emma felt the weight of it, but she didn't back down. She poured her heart into the design, ensuring that it reflected the needs of the community while also pushing the boundaries of what was expected. When the project was completed, it was hailed as one of the most innovative buildings in the city. The library was not only functional but also beautiful, with sustainable features that were ahead of its time. Emma's design was celebrated in architectural circles, and soon other clients began reaching out to her for new projects. Chapter 5. The ultimate test. Despite her success, Emma's journey was far from over. As her reputation grew, so did the challenges. She was offered bigger projects, but with those came greater risks. The pressure mounted, and Emma found herself questioning if she could handle it all. One day, she was presented with the opportunity of a lifetime, a multi-million-dollar project to design a high-rise building in the heart of the city. It was a huge undertaking, and Emma knew the stakes were high. The project had the potential to make or break her career. The road to completing the design was fraught with obstacles. There were setbacks in construction, tight deadlines, and financial constraints. At times, Emma felt overwhelmed, and the doubts that had plagued her throughout her life resurfaced. Could she really do this? Was she capable of taking on such a massive responsibility? But through it all, Emma clung to one simple truth: never give up. She leaned on her team, her mentors, and her own inner strength. Slowly but surely, she overcame each obstacle, finding creative solutions to every problem that arose. When the building was finally completed, it stood as a testament to her resilience, vision, and determination. It was one of the most iconic structures in the city, and Emma's career reached new heights. Chapter 6. A legacy of resilience. As the years passed, Emma's name became synonymous with innovation and perseverance. She had built a successful career, but more importantly, she had built a life that was true to herself. Along the way, she had encountered countless obstacles, but she had never given up. Every failure had been a lesson, every setback an opportunity for growth. Emma became a mentor to young architects, sharing her story with those who were just beginning their journey. She taught them that the road to success was not a straight line, but a winding path filled with challenges. She encouraged them to embrace failure, to learn from it, and to keep moving forward. Through it all, Emma had learned one invaluable lesson: the only way to fail is to give up. And as long as she kept going, she knew she would continue to reach new heights. The story of Emma's life became an inspiration to many. Her name lived on, not just as a renowned architect, but as a symbol of what it means to never give up.